I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes his... Beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they match up another 15 against your...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Looking to throw. McConnell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Hey, let's go.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 119 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Second and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40. The 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Good job. Good job.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Off play action. McConnell on the move to his left. Man open. It's Goodwin. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. They will run the draw with Jacobs.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. Steps away. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Murray now on first down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again.
Good job.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So back-to-back games here of great production. And just, you know, his cuts, they're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do. But I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing on first down. McConnell dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down. Let's go. 91. Here we go. Get off the field. Let's go.
On first down, McConnell flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go now.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Check.
Back to throw. McConnell flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw on second down. McConnell under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on third and long. McConnell. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. To throw, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Here's Murray from midfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. They'll run with a fullback. This is Line. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 4. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now Murray throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake. McConnell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He may try and run for this, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Come on, fellas.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Looking to throw. McConnell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go. Get set.
33 yards that time. Back to throw. McConnell.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Looking to throw. McConnell. Open man is Ross, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Off play action. McConnell. They'll roll him out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Back to the air on 2nd down. McConnell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McConnell, his pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
57 Mike.
Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, McConnell. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. To throw on second down, McConnell. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
First down, Bengals.
Hey, Zoo. 57 Mike. Pick it up. Get out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals before this one they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sullivan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A carry for Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now!
throwing on first down. McConnell, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the pass. Hatchet. 58.
Throwing again. McConnell eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. McConnell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 2-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here we go.
So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. Under 1:20 to go. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle.
What we got? Rush in. Get it.
On first down, McConnell flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. Say it. Go.
Off the play fake. McConnell. Wide open receiver complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, McConnell steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready? Watch the run. Kill. Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Looking to throw. McConnell Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hand scene. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Check. Lucky.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that